Okay, there we go. Thank you for mentioning that because I would have not recorded this. All right. Where is it that you guys want to see yourself in the next 90 days? So this can be either a specific rank, this can be an income amount, or whatever it is. Just write whatever your goal is in it for the next 90 days down. Now, I think that I know that I do this a lot. I give my team or like a new distributor, I'm like, this is your goal. That might not be their goal. You know, maybe they don't want to be an ambassador. When I first got started, that was not on my radar. And maybe if someone were to have been like, I know one day you're going to be an ambassador, I would have probably been overwhelmed and been like, there's no way. So whatever you want to do, whatever it is you want to accomplish, write out whatever that goal is for you. And then the next thing I want you guys to do, write this down, and then come back to it later because you are going to have probably a pretty long list of whatever this is. So I want you guys to acknowledge whatever your distractions are, because whatever it is that distracts you from working or from spending that extra 20 minutes working your business, or hour, whatever it is. For me, it's like it can be Netflix or TV or scrolling on social media. There's a very big difference in scrolling on social media and actually working. You know, there's a huge difference between the two things. So whatever your distractions are, make sure you acknowledge them because you need to cut them out for the next 90 days. Okay. Okay. And then kind of along those lines, what are your priorities? So, you know, switching gears there. And I know for me, whatever it is, my goal is for my business, I know that these are some things that I need to do. So I'm just going to give you guys a few examples. Personal development is huge. I cannot build my business. I cannot pour into my team. I cannot honestly do much of anything if I'm not first developing myself. I always use the scenario of it's really hard to pour into someone else's cup if you have nothing to pour, you know, from. So also growing your network like crazy. You cannot expect in the upcoming months to be getting all these potentials, to be getting or to be enrolling customers and distributors if you are not planting seeds right now. So that's something you need to always be doing. And that's what's going to give you a consistent growth all the time. If you're always planting seeds. There are some months where I'm like, man, I really feel like I hardly accomplished much, but I feel like I worked a lot. But I did all of the hard work for what I'm about to reap. So I love the quote. It says, don't expect a harvest if you're not planting now. So just a good rule of thumb to go by. If you're not growing your network right now, if you're not meeting new people, if you're not putting the idea, you know, you're not messaging people and asking them to try product or to be a distributor with you right now, then don't expect them to be interested in months to come. Obviously posting, following up, and 100% focus. I think that's something you really need. I'm going to go into the focus thing in a little bit, but something else, you guys make a vision board. You know, you can do it for the next 90 days. You can also do one that's bigger. What do you want out of this business long term? I remember my very first check that I ever wrote to myself was $6,000, and it said like for a 1 month period, and I couldn't even fathom doing that. And you got to put it out there. You got to look at it every day, because the more you do that, the more real it becomes, and you know what you're working towards. Maybe you guys could write out whatever the paycheck is that you guys want to have in 90 days from now. So write the date, write the amount that you are going to be earning, because you will, I promise you guys. And then decide how many hours per day you are going to dedicate to this business. Everybody has a different work schedule. Everybody has a different, completely different walk. We all come from different walks of life. So whatever you can commit to your business for the next 90 days, actually do it. Because it's one thing to say you're going to do it. It's a whole different thing to actually go ahead and do it. And then if you guys don't already have an accountability partner, find someone that you can run through the ranks with. You know, I like to find people who are at the rank that I'm currently at. And so for me, I actually have a couple ambassador friends that, you know, we're all diamond 2.0. And so we're working towards our double diamond. And it's just fun because we're all motivating and encouraging each other. So you can have a few people in this little group, but it really makes a difference, you guys. Accountability partners are huge for your business because they do just that. They're holding you accountable. So our very first 30 days, we are going to focus really hard on completing our steps to success sheet at least one time. Now, you will probably have other goals on top of that, but that needs to be the main focus, because I want you guys to really open your mind and see that that is what grows your business. It's these 3 steps. So many people look past it and think, well, there's got to be more. You need to first do this, and I promise you're going to finally see that this is all it is. This is all it's taken for me to go ambassador. It was just me doing it. Sitting at Ruby for a few months, and then, because I was trying to do a million other things, I'm like, well, to go diamond, I need to be doing something that I wasn't doing before. There's got to be more to it. When in reality, it was just, wow, if I just taught 3 people what I just did, that makes me a diamond. So completing our steps at least one time. Now, I just want to explain to you guys with step 1. Okay, step 1, obviously, joining, we already know that. But it's also ordering product. And I think this is something we overlook all the time. And I truly believe the fastest way to fail in this business is to not order product. And the fastest way to be successful is to order product. So right there, that is the most important step. And yeah, I feel like we all just kind of overlook it, and we look at step 2 and 3, and we don't even really think about how important step 1 is, because if you don't believe in product, it's just really difficult to get someone else to think they need to be ordering it. They need to be lifetime customers. If you're like, I don't even think I need it. So, I promise, if you have a passion for at least one of the products, the business just comes naturally to you. You want to share product with people. You want to tell them about what your success stories have been with it, or what it's done for you. That is going to take you so much farther than just seeing other people's results. Now, step 2 is getting your 4 customers, and step 3 is getting your 3 team members. And our entire push page is going to be focused on doing those things. So how to be getting customers, sample posts, same with distributors and opportunity meetings that you guys can be inviting these people to. So our whole 90-day push is going to be obviously focused on what I just talked about, because we are paid in this business to do 3 things. One of them is using product. We're paid to use it because when we use it, we talk about it. And when we talk about it, we are also paid to be putting customers into the computer and putting distributors in the computer. Those 3 things, if we're not doing those 3 things, we can't expect a paycheck. So those are the 3 things it pays us to do. Hold on, I saw let's see. Someone say they're having a hard time hearing. Yeah, it's saying it's working on my end, so maybe it's just bad service over there. Now, I just want to explain that by you guys just completing your steps one time, that's a guaranteed $300 paycheck. Obviously, that's through your fast start bonus. So that is if you are coaching them to do the same. So as long as your 3 distributors get at least 2 customers, there is $300. So plus that's monthly commissions and wrap cash. So that's just a base of $300 a month. That's crazy, guys, because a lot of people start for $300 to $500, and really, if they're just completing those steps and helping those 3 distributors just get their fast start, or just get fast start qualified, you earn $300 a month. And I love the statistic of I believe it was like 82% or more of people who filed bankruptcy could have saved it with an extra $300 a month. So we have something here that people need, and we have a system that shows you how to do it. And I'm so grateful that we are in this business right now when they had this, because I know just a few years ago, they didn't have the steps to success. They didn't have party pads. They didn't have all the tools that we have now that make this business duplicatable. Now, just switching gears really quickly, I just wanted to talk about some of the obstacles that I have found which have caused people to quit. And the reason I want to talk about this is because if you're aware of them and you're aware of maybe what you have a problem with, or what maybe you don't have enough belief in, then this is something you can be working on. And I think the number one fear people have is failing, when in reality, it's just, you can't fail unless you just say, I quit. If you quit, then, that's not, it wasn't anything anybody else did. It was just your decision to not work this business anymore. But I want to show you guys the main things that I have found in the past that have caused this issue or people to not believe in themselves. So number one would be worrying about the opinions of others. So this prevents us from doing so many things, you guys, from living our life to how we actually want, is worrying about what other people think. It prevents us from sending the message when we're like, okay, I have a really good feeling about this potential. It's the thing that prevents us from sending the message when you have no idea what their response could be. It prevents us from blitzing, from doing parties. It really just stands in the way of a lot of things. So really just sit there, just think about this today of think about if this has been something that's been holding you back, because it is for a lot of people. And I know years ago, this was like my biggest issue. I was so afraid of what if somebody unfollows me on Facebook? When in reality, I've said this so many times, they're not paying my bills. So I really shouldn't worry about what they think, but it still is a difficult thing. We all just want to be liked by everyone. But this, you guys, is a huge reason why people, it stands in the way of them really being successful. So really look at what your goal is what someone else thinks more important than you reaching that goal in 90 days. So I just want you to think about that. The other thing is the belief in our products. So I see a lot of the time people have a hard time getting customers, and then I talk to them, I dig a little deeper, and they're like, well, I've never really tried anything myself. And I know right then that's the problem. They don't believe in them. So when they see these wrap photos, they're even thinking, bull, there's no way this wrap did this, but they've never tried one before. Or they don't believe the new you can really make you feel all these results, but they've never tried it. And so if you are struggling with believing in products, you need to just try one, and try different ones every single month so that your belief in all of them grow. Because by this point in my business, I truly believe every single product that we have is the best in anywhere, especially our wrap, because no one else has that. But all of the products that we have, because of the studying I've done about them, because of using it personally, I truly believe in all of them. Belief in our company and the founders. I don't think I really dug into knowing them or like doing any research in our actual company for probably the first year I was in business. And once I did, that probably made me more of a lifer than anything else. Finding out who runs our company and the kind of people that they are, the integrity that they have. I promise if you guys just do some research on Mark and Cindy Pentecost and the whole startup, how they started our company, and it's just amazing. So take some time and study up on that, because once you have that full belief in our company and the founders, and you know where we're going, you'll be a lifer too. Another one would be the belief in our industry. So network marketing. Thinking, is this even really a valid way to make income? I want to just share this with you guys really quickly, because when we were at the boot camp in Arizona last week, we had like this diamond night, and Mark Pentecost, our CEO, talked a lot about our industry of network marketing. And he was just at some, he got an award for, we were like the number 33, the highest network marketing companies in the world. And so when he was at that meeting, he was like, it's incredible to see where this industry is going. And I know you guys have heard us say this a lot, but to hear it come from him, he just explained how traditional advertising is basically dead. People are not paying advertising fees like they used to, because think about this. Everyone DVRs, everyone records their favorite TV shows, and they do it so they can fast forward through the commercials. So people are not spending the money on commercials like they used to, which is causing everybody that sells product to pull their ads, and now they are going into network marketing because they understand that word of mouth travels so much faster and so much more efficiently than just throwing an ad on TV, and then that costs them millions of dollars every time it runs. So everybody's doing this. Everyone is switching gears, and they're pulling out their ads, and they're now doing network marketing. You guys, even Tide laundry soap is turning into a network marketing company. So the fact you guys are already in the game, you're already with a solid company, in a few years, this is going to be like the norm for people. Almost everyone's going to have some type of network marketing job because it's a great way to make an extra source of income, but you guys are ahead of the game. So I just wanted to share that with you. And then the other one would be the belief in our compensation plan. So if you guys have not actually read through it and understand it, maybe go watch a video, because that's how I prefer to learn. I don't really like to read. But if you guys understood it, oh my gosh, especially once you hit diamond, what happens? You're doing the same work. You know, I'm doing the same thing I was doing at Ruby or even executive. I'm doing the same thing, just I have a bigger team now. But you're paid so well. You know, we all have different goals. Some of us have a goal of making $300 a month, but you guys, I can show you how to make that much income in 1 hour doing the same thing you were doing. It's just being consistent over time. Now, the last one would be the belief in yourself. So a lot of people just don't believe they're worth it, or they don't believe they can do it. And so the only way for you to get out of this thought process is to do personal development every single day. And, you know, for me, I didn't do it for the first several months into the business, and it made me struggle a lot because I had this fear the whole time, like, well, I've never done this before. I've never even made $1,000 a month. So why would I think I could do that in this business? You need to start doing personal development every day. So whatever it is that pumps you up, it could be watching YouTube videos, but also developing through books. And even if you hate reading, you're going to download some audios. And I actually have one, a challenge for you guys here at the end of this. Now, I would say the most important thing during these 90 days is your focus, because where your focus, let me see, I wrote this quote down, where focus goes, energy flows. So whatever you're focused on, that's what you're putting your energy into. And I know a lot of you have probably watched The Secret or read the book The Secret or are familiar with it. If you're not, go watch it on YouTube today. It's about an hour long. But it's really cool because The Secret, the more I've listened to different audios, I love Earl Nightingale's, let's see, which one is it? It's not the one that I always have shared with you guys, but there's another one that I love of his. And he's talking about the law of attraction and how he says, the secret is really no secret. And I wanted to give you guys a scenario because this happened to me yesterday. And it just reminded me of, wow, wherever your focus is, that really, let me just explain it to you because I don't want to butcher it. So yesterday we were looking for our health insurance card. I could not find it anywhere. And I was digging through all the drawers in our kitchen. And I shut the last drawer, and after I still couldn't find it. And when I shut the drawer, I was like, I could not tell you one thing that was in any of those drawers I was just looking through. Not one thing. I literally was in there for 10 minutes just rummaging through stuff. But I could not tell you one thing that I touched or one thing that I saw in there. And the reason I couldn't is because that's not what I was focused on. My focus was find the card, find the card, find the card. So I did not see anything else that was inside of my drawers. And when I shut the door, I was like, that is like such a good scenario of focus. When I'm focused on finding a distributor, it's like nothing else exists. And I will keep going until I find that distributor, just like I did yesterday with my health insurance card. But it's interesting because it really is no secret. It's just whatever your focus is on, that's what you start attracting. You don't stop until you find it. It's kind of the way that I look at it. So now to help you guys with focusing, you need to really immerse yourself around people that are like-minded. Get into books, personal development books, and further your education in this industry. Understand that this can be a career. I didn't get started in this thinking it was going to be something that was going to be a lifelong thing for me. I never had like an end date, like I'm going to quit on this day if I don't make this much money. But I really didn't fathom that this is actually an opportunity like it is. I had no idea this is something I could do for the rest of my life. And so really study up about this industry. I love Eric Worre. I love watching his videos. He uploads one almost every single day. They're like 3 to 5 minutes. Whoever it is that inspires you or really coaches and mentors you on this industry, start studying up about it. Now, I want everybody to take these 2 action steps today, okay? So everyone, you're going to print off your steps of success sheet. That's something we should be doing on the 1st of every month anyway, but that's something I want everybody to do because that's what we're doing this month. We are all getting 4 customers and we're all getting 3 distributors, and we're also going to make sure they're Fast Start qualified, so we are all earning at least $300 in those weekly bonuses, okay? The next thing I want you guys to do is download the audio, The Compound Effect. And I want us to start reading this together. I just listen to it, and it's so easy because while I'm getting ready, or if you guys commute to work, just listen to it in the car. It's about 30 to 40 minutes per chapter, and there's about 8 chapters. So we're just going to listen to it every single day together. And then at the end of the day, we can just chat about what we learned. But you guys, the reason I want to start out with this book is because I want you guys to realize how important every tiny little decision you make in your life is. This book completely transformed my life and just in so many other ways than just my business. But I read it in December, and I swear it's called The Compound Effect. I just have it on audio. Let me just show you. So this is what it looks like, okay? Whoa, let's see. Let me turn my thing down. Okay. So, by Darren Hardy. So today we'll listen to track 2. Track 1 is like 7 seconds. So we're going to listen to track 2. So listen to that today. I've read it like 10 times, you guys. I can never get sick of it. And I just love to listen to it while I'm getting ready. Whenever I have a spare minute, push play and listen to 1 track every day. But it's going to change your life. And if you've already listened to it, I don't care. You're going to listen to it with us again, okay? I want us to be doing personal development as a team. And this is one that changed my life. I am going to also be including a lot of our leaders into this 90-day push, and they are going to be recommending books too, because we all have different favorites, and they've all helped us in our business. I would not be telling you guys to be spending time doing this if it wasn't going to help you. Now, you can also order the book or go buy it. I just personally, it's easy for me to be doing other things while I'm listening to it. So, okay, let's see. The other thing, this is basically all I have for you guys today because I just want to keep it quick and short, and then I'm going to start posting some things that are going to help you guys kick off with getting some customers and distributors. But what to expect, you guys, we're going to be doing a lot of Zoom trainings. I have a whole list of other ambassadors, of other top earners. We may even have a black diamond on one of our trainings here in the next week or 2. So lots of guest speakers, different trainings we're going to be doing this month. Tons of tips on growing your network, social media, just anything building your business, you guys, how to do parties. We'll do a lot of online parties together too, but really any business building tips, that's what our focus is going to be. It's going to be actually doing income producing activities as well as personal development, because that is so important and so crucial to your guys' lifelong business. So 30 minutes. Okay. That was basically all that I had, you guys. Thank you guys so much for getting on. There are 64 of you. That is amazing. I love this whole new team page. I feel like we all it's just less crowded in there. You know, I think there was about almost 500 people last time I checked, but I feel like everybody's seeing the post. So it's just, I love it already. I love it, love it, love it. So thank you guys. We are going to be posting just in our regular team page through this 90-day push. Just because as you guys are adding people into the new team page, you know, as you're adding distributors, I want them included in this as well. And anyone that's maybe not really working and then maybe they see an inspiring post and that's what gets them to start working, I don't want anyone to feel left out. So we're going to just do the push in this new team page. Again, thank you guys so much for getting on here this morning. And I am so excited to see what all your guys' goals are. I'm going to make a post here in just a minute. So, and I'll put this on our team page as well. Okay, guys, thank you guys. We'll see you later. Bye.